Man, we are just coming back to some artists we have not done in a while this week, and I'm here for it. Totally here for it. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope you're having a good day. I know I am. We are back with Fleetwood Mac, and then actually Lindsey on his own. So the first track is Big Love. The second track is Big Love. The first one is actually the original Fleetwood Mac version. And then the second one is a live rendition from 2011 by Lindsey on his own. Big Love came off of their album, oh boy, what was it called? No, so the live one that Lindsey is called Songs from the Small Machine Live in LA. That came out in 2011. And then Big Love came out on Tango in the Night, which came out in 1987. Wow, that's kind of out there, huh? But apparently this was kind of a different album for them, but as a result of Lindsey leaving that year, I guess later, it is the fifth and final album of their most successful lineup of Mick, Christine, John, and Stevie. And yeah, I'm excited to check this out. So thank you to our patron Laura. She requested the second track, the live one. I just threw the studio one in there because I know you guys would have said, well, you should have done the studio. So I'm doing the studio. Gosh. If y'all want to subscribe, help a brother out, click that icon right below my face. I'd really appreciate it. And I will also link my Fleetwood Mac playlist up there if you want to go watch some other stuff. All right. Big Love, Fleetwood Mac. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps. And we have a really cool Patreon community. Link in the description.
Looking out for love in the night so still. Oh, I'll build you a kingdom in that house on the hill. Looking out for love, big, big love.
Yeah, this is way different. Wow.
You said that you love me and that you always will. Oh, you begged me to keep you in that house on the hill. Looking out for love, big, big
CIA killed JFK. Sorry. That is a sick little lick, though. If that's Mick, man, he's steady as a rock, bro. And Lindsey wrote this song too. Smoke Marlboros. I'm sorry. There we go. About to come. It's like David Bowie by Fish the other day. And this is live at the Saban Theater, Beverly Hills, 2011. Okay, I already love this.
Looking out for love, the night's so still. Oh, how build you a kingdom in that house.
This sounds more like Fleetwood Mac than the last one. Sounds so much more like Fleetwood Mac.
Big, big love. You said that you loved me, that you always will. Oh, you paid me to keep you in that house on the hill. Looking out for love. Big, big
Whoa. It's the skinniest acoustic I've ever seen in my life.
wake up alone with it all. I wake up, but only to fall.
Wow.
Looking out for love. Big, big love.
It's so different.
Looking out for love. Oh, yeah. Big, big love.
Yep, there we go. Man, I think I might have just uncovered something interesting there, because if Lindsey wrote that song, I don't know if he was like in a different mindset in 1987 or what, but that acoustic rendition or live one, whatever you want to call it, that felt more true to Fleetwood Mac's sound, like him by himself and acoustic guitar, than that whole sound of the first song did, or the original, which I thought was actually pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but it did not sound like Fleetwood Mac. Maybe a little bit in the guitar, but the drums, not until the very end did that sound like Mick Fleetwood, to be honest. When he started really attacking his snare there in the last like 30 seconds to a minute, that's when it really started to kind of sound like Fleetwood. But let's be honest, that's 1987 Fleetwood Mac. It's their last album. Lindsey's about to, or with that lineup at least, you know, Lindsey's about to leave. Maybe it has something to do with this song, because the second one felt way more, I don't know, in character for him, because it didn't sound like that first one. It didn't sound like him. It was a great song. Don't get me wrong. It just didn't sound like Fleetwood Mac to me, you know. But I'm guessing they were going through an identity crisis of some sorts, because if that's 1987, I know that they had their ups and downs. They had their struggles, obviously, personally. All of them did, I think. But what an amazing legacy they left behind. Like some of the most iconic just songs of all time, not even genre specific, just iconic songs of all time. The stuff that we have explored on here, like Off Rumors and Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, was that his name? I could be completely saying that wrong. I forgot. Is it John Green? It's something Green. I don't know. But we did a track or two by him too. You know, his original lineup of Fleetwood Mac. And they've been different all over the years. You know, up, down, around, wherever, man. And all the stuff I heard from them, they've always been pretty true to themselves and what they sound like. You know, that, like I said, but that second one sounded way more like them than that. But he was by himself. You know, then that's the whole band did in that first track. But it's a great song, just not a great Fleetwood Mac song in my opinion. But that acoustic rendition was heart-wrenching. It is like a whole different feel. It was almost like a whole different approach to the same song. There was no real silly, you know, cum noises until the end there, and he was just more of like it almost sounded like instead of like a sexual thing, it was more of like an angry thing. You know, it was more of like it was like the John Lennon thing. What was it called? It was in some of his music, like the, you know, you yell to get the stuff out or whatever. I forgot. Primal Therapy, is that what it was? That's kind of what it felt like in Lindsey's solo version instead of the I don't know, PG rated fucking in the first one. And I thought that the robots fucking was my generation's, you know, dubstep, you know, it was our creation. But no, they had the fucking sounds and back then too. That's hilarious. But I mean, like I said, it was a good song, just not a great Fleetwood Mac song, I guess. But that second rendition, amazing. That if it sounded like that in the first one with just like usual Fleetwood Mac fare, I think that would have been a great track from them. But it was on Tango in the Night, which came out in 1987 on Warner Records. This was the first single released in March of 1987. It went number 5 on the U.S. charts, but it also kind of got big on like the dance charts. I think that was the number one thing that it got big on. It was Lindsey Buckingham on vocals, guitars, keyboards, Fairlight CMI, bass, percussion, and drum programming. So that was probably programmed drums I heard then. I knew that didn't really sound like Mick until the end a little bit, like when the snare came on, but I don't know. Stevie Nicks on vocals, Christine McVie on vocals, keyboards, and synthesizers, John McVie on bass guitar, and Mick Fleetwood on drums. And it was produced by Lindsey, actually. I bet if I looked into it, there might be some stuff. So Big Love, yep, it was a song. There's a different version of it too, apparently. So Big Love became a standard of the Balearic beat dance sound and the object of an extended remix by the DJ Arthur Baker. There's a bunch of different stuff. There was an acoustic version. Okay, all right. So after Buckingham left Fleetwood Mac in '87, shortly after the album was released, the band did not perform Big Love live until his return in '97. It was in '93 on his first solo tour that he performed a guitar-only version of the song, which is okay. When he played Big Love, he used a gutted Gibson Chet Atkins SST with a synth pickup, basically. So he performed it a couple different times. It appeared on Elizabethtown, which was by Cameron Crowe. I remember that movie. So it looked like it wasn't exactly what he wanted. That's all I was doing. A little digging here to see was like, because that completely was different. 2 different songs, 2 different themes, 2 different feels, but the same exact song. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it wasn't, because the acoustic was way more heavy. Way more Fleetwood. It had that depth and that emotion and that range to it. They could almost like, you know, move you. The first one was just a standard, you know, dance, you know, hall kind of song. Definitely a good song to group to, have a good time, but there was a lot more meat on the bone, it felt like, with that second one. There really was. But that was great. Thank you, Laura. Sorry to get so deep into it. I just thought I caught something there. I was like, that was so different. And it was his song. Like, he wrote it, you know, and it, I don't know, didn't sound like him. But then that second one, it basically answered the questions I had, but then it posed more questions as well. I love that. So I got some digging to do. What do you guys think? Do you think he was okay with that version? I'm just being honest. I'm just asking. Like I said, good song, not a good Fleetwood Mac song, But the second one, amazing. That was great. So if you guys have any other recommendations by Fleetwood Mac or Lindsey, any of their solo stuff, leave it down below. I'll definitely check it out. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for just making my life just such an amazing thing. I am so lucky, and I'm so grateful to have this community, and we're going to keep on trucking, right? Right? Okay, that's what I thought. Bye.